We're gonna do a yarn haul today, and I'm also gonna do a little bit of a show and tell about some of the projects that I have been commissioned to work on this week. Hi friends, this is Sarah from Twisted Sheep. By the way, this is Maya. And this is Odin. That took me a little bit by surprise. The reason I'm all over the place is because I had brain surgery about 2 years ago in February 2019. So when I'm talking, sometimes I just talk myself into confusion and I just don't know what I'm saying. It just happens. So that's what has happened like 4 times during the recording of this video. So if there's like weird jump cuts, if there's sentences that just don't actually become sentences, I'm sorry. That's just my life. First, we're gonna open this package. So it can't really be an unboxing if it's a bag. So we're gonna do an unbagging, and that doesn't sound appropriate. Well, there's yarn in here. Let's look at it. Oh, crap. All right. So, these. Oh, I love to touch them. These are some skeins of Caron Simply Soft. I've got royal blue, cobalt blue. Oh yes, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Neon pink. I just bought it online, so I wasn't sure exactly how the colors were gonna come out, but so far, we're good to go. Oh, this is the first time I've ever purchased this type of yarn right here. This is Caron Simply Soft Party. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Yeah, it looks like you can. These are so soft. They're soft like the normal Caron Simply Soft, but they have little specks of shiny little bits, little sparkles. Oh, I'm so excited for what I'm gonna use these for. It's gonna look so good. All right, so I've got 3 of those, and these skeins are, obviously since they're a specialty yarn, they're gonna be a little bit smaller than the regular Caron Simply Soft. So if we look at the Simply Soft, that is 315 yards. And the Party is 164. So that's the difference in yardage there. We've got a couple more skeins. I've got Iris. This is, it's a purple, but it is called Iris. And this yellow is actually, what is it called? Super Duper Yellow. The color name is just on point. Super duper yellow. Not just regular old yellow. Let me share with you what I am doing with these beautiful skeins of yarn that I ordered directly from the Yarnspirations website. I got a great deal with a coupon code. Not sponsored. I don't have affiliate links. I am not famous enough for that. Someday though. Hit me up, Yarnspirations. So these are purchased for a commission. I've got a pattern for, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it got really popular recently. It's on Ravelry. I'll link it down below in the doobly-doo. The cat is kind of like an amigurumi, but then its mouth opens and the scarf comes out and it's a rainbow. It's like a barf scarf. And so I am doing that, except in place of the rainbow barf, we're gonna have Bi Pride and Pan Pride. So that is so exciting as a bi myself. I love that. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled, and I am probably gonna make myself one. So I'm gonna use these sparkly yarns to make the cats, and I'm just so excited because I feel like it definitely fits for the cat to be sparkly, because That is a magic barf scarf. All right, so moving on. In this bag, oh, I have a semi-finished work in progress to share with you. Let's see. This is actually one of the first 3D shapes I have made without a pattern. I'm very proud of myself that it actually came out looking the way I envisioned it to look. So I still have to embroider the face. That's gonna be my project after I am done recording. It's so exciting for me because I just kind of, I drew the design and I figured it out on my own. And I'm really proud of that because all of the other amigurumi projects I have on my Etsy shop are from patterns. Maybe in the future it won't be all of them, but I don't know when you're watching this. So right now, in this moment, all of my amigurumi items have attributions to the patterns that I used to make them. So it's really special to me that I'm finally getting comfortable enough to make one myself. And it's so exciting. I can't wait to embroider the face, then it's gonna be done. I'm gonna send it to her, and it's just gonna be awesome. I think that I am gonna take jewelry wire, because this is not gonna be a toy, it's like gonna be a decoration. So I think I'm gonna take jewelry wire and thread it up through the ears so that they stand up the way they stand up in the logo. Also, it's just a really cool logo. So it was fun. It was fun to make that 2D cute bunny face into a real life squishy 3D cute bunny face. Next, I've got all of these beautiful colors, and I've got this. So all of these, I don't have the wrappers in front of me, so I can't tell you the exact names of the colors, but these are all Craft Smart yarns. And it's the first time I ever purchased Craft Smart yarns. So I didn't really know what to expect, but I was not expecting quality. I'm sorry, Craft Smart. It's just not what I was expecting. I had never even considered them before. But I got commissioned to make a couple of bunny unicorns. I don't know if I should call them uni bunnies or bunny corns. We've been calling them bunny corns though. So a bunny with a unicorn horn. I was looking for acrylic yarn, was the exact color that I wanted and in the right price range and mostly durable. I was looking for something durable, and I usually, for stuff like that, I usually use Red Heart because I know that Red Heart is durable. I have Afghans that my great-grandmother made like 80 years ago. Maybe not that long. What year is it right now? It's 2021. Maybe 80 years ago. Who knows? But I have Afghans from decades before I was even born or even thought of that have stood the test of time. So when I'm gonna make something that I know is gonna be handled by kids and played with and will probably need to be washed, I want it to be able to stay together. So I typically use Red Heart for that. But this Craft Smart yarn is also 100% acrylic. I have heard that it is also pretty durable, so I decided to try it out because it had the exact colors that I was looking for. So I am gonna use this purple for the body and head of the bunny corns that I'm making. The two little girls that I'm making these for, their favorite colors are purple and pink. So we've got purple bunnies, gonna do pink accents. And then I got this nice variegated, it's purple, blue, teal. So it's this nice variegated color. I'm gonna use that for the horns, for the unicorn horn on these bunnies, because that should be magical, right? That's kind of a theme that's happening. I'm making magical sparkly cat scarves, magical bunny corns, magical personally designed logos for cool Twitch streamers. You know, life is magical right now. That's what's happening. Ooh. I just found a treat in this bag. This is not a yarn, and I am not sponsored. However, this is a new flavor of Mountain Dew that I love. It tastes exactly like Sour Patch Kids watermelon. It's called Mountain Dew Major Melon. This flavor, this is so tasty. This is not a great choice for me. And though, to be fair, neither was this 32-ounce coffee at 4 in the afternoon. I don't know if any of this video is gonna be usable at all. The last thing in this bag that I have to show off is a bunch of sugar and cream, Lily brand, 100% cotton. These are gonna be for another original design that I'm doing. And I'm excited about that because I really haven't done that many original designs. I'm excited because I just recently started working towards publishing my crochet patterns. And so I'm probably gonna sell some of these items, but I'm also gonna make it a pattern that people can use. And it's gonna be a pot holder, like a square pot holder, not a mitt, but a square. There is fire at the bottom, and then it says too hot. And on the back, I'm thinking about putting hot, but I don't quite know the legality of using that specifically because it is the lyrics of a song, but we'll see. I feel like maybe too hot, is not necessarily copyright infringement. Maybe if I added call the police and the fireman, that might be. I don't know. What else do I have? Okay, I've got a big paper bag of more sugar and cream cotton, but also more of the Craft Smart. I rolled all of the Craft Smart into balls from skeins because when I do center pull, and the majority of them were like very nicely wound center pulls. I would have been able to use them just fine if I was gentle with my projects. But what happens is that I throw my yarn into a bag. It might be this project bag. It might be this shopping bag. It might be a paper bag. Sometimes it's a Ziploc bag. Usually my projects will move between bags throughout the life of the project, depending on what type of bag I want to take with me to whatever place I am going that day. So I wind all of my skeins because you'll know if you've done a center pull. If you pull this out to the point that it becomes hollow and then you try to pick it up, it's over. Game over. I cannot be trusted to treat center pull skeins with the care that they deserve. So I wind them all. I'm gonna be winding all of these before I start working on those cat scarves. It is what it is. I know not everybody does that, and I know there's always some people that I see like on Facebook or on Instagram like, why are you winding that? It's a center pull. You can just pull it from the center. And I'm like, well, yeah, if you're careful. Am I careful? No. Even when I try to be careful, am I careful? No. I am clumsy. Sometimes my body just does things. I'm not in charge here. Maybe I should not have attempted to do a video today. For my next videos, I think that I'm gonna do a proper tour of my craft room / office / dog cave, which you can see behind me. Our dogs' crates and beds for their safe space are back there in the closet. And I think I'm also gonna do some product reviews for crochet accessories. I'm new to this side of the craft world, but I'm excited to kind of see how everything goes. Thank you so much for watching. I rambled a lot and I don't know how much of that rambling I edited out. So I hope you enjoyed our time together. I did. I appreciate you for watching me and supporting me. That's a wrap. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Good luck, future me, editing this with 0 video editing experience. I have no idea what I was trying to say. Why am I talking? I don't know what I'm doing. What am I talking about? What was I talking about? Watching this back is going to be a wild ride.